Okay, guys. Today, it's a big day. I'm going to be attempting to name every single Pokemon, and I've done this in the past, and I've failed, and I expect to fail today even. You might say, wow, that's really pessimistic of you. The way I see it is each time I attempt this, it's more and more practice. So I'm not going into it thinking, oh, I'm gonna get 100% of these. No. I am going into it thinking, I'm gonna just try and get as many as I can. With that being said, um, I mean, I don't really know what else there's to say. Kind of, let's just like get started. So, yeah, we have every Pokemon here. Let's get going. Let's start with starters. That's gonna get really annoying. Let's turn off the sound. Is there a way to do that? There we go. Oh, and we want to turn on spelling help. Um, the last time I did this, I got quite discouraged from ever doing it again. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want that to happen again. So. I think part of the problem is I just like to be completely transparent. I love Pokemon, but I've only played like 2 or 3 of the actual mainline games. I'm not the most diverse when it comes to my Pokemon games, and that's just because I don't have access to them all. And because, like, I would way rather play the ones I haven't played on stream, but I just can't afford a 3DS capture card. They're just so expensive. Maybe I should be practicing outside of stream, you know? But I don't really care. I like doing it either way, really. Like how we got these, but we also got the ones over there, like the Hisui and Mega Evolution and Lumiose. Anyways. I'm getting better at spelling that. I'm still terrible at it because it sucks to spell. Anyways. Um, um, Incineroar, everyone's least favorite Pokemon. I don't mind it. I think it's a cool Pokemon, but I understand the hate. My first ever Alola playthrough, I picked Litten. And the only reason for that, I would have picked Rowlet, because I actually way prefer Rowlet's line. The reason I didn't, was I had played on Roblox Pokemon Brick Bronze, and I picked Rowlet for that, and I already kind of, I mean, its moveset was alright. It's not something I, like, really loved. It was okay. But man, I wish Sobble was, like, evolved into something cooler, because I would have 100% picked it. Gen starters were all pretty cool, because I think they were all pretty okay at best. I actually did really like Grookey, though. Grookey was awesome. I did pick the Grookey line. My least favorite was definitely Scorbunny's line. And now comes Paldea. Like, my keyboard is just so, like, it wiggles so much, and I don't know if it's... I need to get a massive mouse pad. I really do. Like, it's really annoying. Anyways. Like, if I, like, the right side, I press down. Look at that. That's it knocking. If I press on the left side, it's all good. Oops. Anyways, rant over. Sprigatito was so bad, honestly. I hated, just another cat that got on its hind legs. I'm not like a massive hater like I know a lot of people are, but it wasn't my thing. Now, hot take. Actually, I don't know how hot this is. Quaxley was my favorite base form starter, and Paldea, not my favorite evolution line, because its evolution sucked. Like, Quaxwell looked terrible, and Quaquaval was also terrible. But Quaxley the base, oh man, it was the best one there. Anyways, now we got the starters done. A whole 8 minutes in, really shouldn't take it that long. We should move on to the legendaries. There's a lot of things I want to do to make my setup better. I just really, it's not in my budget right now. I want to get a dual monitor setup, and I want to get I want to get a what's it called? Yeah, the mouse pad thing. It would just really help the experience, you know. Anyways, moving on to Hoenn, we got Can't think of any off the top of my head. I know there's more, but I can't think of any. Sinnoh, I know, has a lot. I can't think of any more off the top of my head, so we'll keep going. Unova. So I think Black and White are the games I want to play the most right now. The only problem is like I just there's not really a great way to play them because I could play them on my 3DS, which is how I would personally rather play them, but that would require a capture card, and that costs a lot. Or I could get it on an emulator, which number one is technically illegal. But also I don't like. It's just I'm not a big fan of emulation, not because it's great technology. It's just like I don't like having like just websites. I don't like gaming on websites. I don't know what it is. I just prefer having the application. Like I'm sure there might be ways. I don't know. I just I definitely like the comfort of playing it on a native. It's a native device that it's meant to be played on. I say native with a grain of salt because I have all the DS games on my 3DS. I have a bunch of GBA games on my 3DS. I just don't like using websites really. Uh, Anyways, another rant over with. I think that's all the legendaries. There might be one there, but I have no idea what that would be. I know X and Y has none almost. Alola. Oh my gosh, the Ultra Beast. I am currently in the middle of a Sun and Moon playthrough. I don't know how much there is left because I don't like. I mean, I like the Pokemon in Sun and Moon. I don't like the game that much. As a kid, I always thought it would be my favorite because I just loved the Pokemon that introduced so much. Like it was easily like one of my favorite gens when it came to newly introduced Pokemon. But then like I played it and I'm like I hate this like the progression in the game. It kind of sucks. There's I just prefer the gyms. Call me old fashioned. I don't care. I just do. Um, but yeah, the games themselves weren't, at least so far, aren't that good in my opinion. They look incredible. Like they're probably my favorite looking Pokemon games. Like because I mean, the Switch games look terrible. How they managed to make games look better on a 3DS and even the DS games over the Switch baffles me. I would say there's two good looking games on the Switch. That's the Let's Go games, and then also Sword and Shield. I like the art style of that. I was not a fan of the Legends Arceus style, and no one likes Scarlet Violets, and no one likes Legends ZA. I will say I like the Pokemon in Legends ZA. I don't like obviously I don't like the textures and stuff. Those were terrible. Um, but the Pokemon it was like Cell Shade, and I don't like Cell Shade for the entire world like Legends Arceus, but I did like the Cell Shading for the Pokemon themselves. That was cool in my opinion. Sorry if I'm distracting you guys, but like my headphones wire is being really weird. In fact, I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in, like refix it. Hopefully you guys can all hear me. You guys still should be able to because my microphone is separate from my headphones. Okay, that should be good. That was making me really mad. Okay, where were we? Oh yes, Alola. I don't even want to try the Ultra Beast right now. I just kind of want to get those. Galar. You know, I always say I want to do this, and I do want to do it, but I'm just not. I don't want to do it live on stream, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop streaming. I don't know what it is. I just don't like doing this live on stream. Yeah, I'll see.